Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Week 11 over-unders. Let's get these point totals. We've been going hard the whole year. Let's continue. First game, we got the Chicago Bears at the Atlanta Falcons, over, under, 49.5. I'm going under. And I know we've been on this Bears over train the last 3 or 4 weeks, and their offense is percolating at a high level. And we know this Falcons defense, they can't stop anyone. But I think this game, there's going to be a lot of running, which means there's going to be a lot of time of possession, and there's going to be less possessions in the game. And for me, man, even with the Bears defense being withered away by trades, I don't trust this Atlanta offense. They can't get Pitts involved. They refuse to get Cordero Patterson involved. And Marcus the Magic Man Mariota is absolute terrible, and they should have had Ritter in there by now. I think the Bears do their thing. I think the Bears get to 27, hell, maybe even 30, but I'm not sure the Falcons follow along as a dance partner. I'm going under the 49.5. Next game, we got the New York Jets at the New England Patriots. Hoodie, over, under, 38.5. Money, money, money. Money! I'm going under. I know this is desperately low, but we've been doing it the whole year. 38.5 is about as low as it gets in this league, but I'm going under and make it a money pick. My analysis is like this. I think one of the two quarterbacks doesn't show up. Could it be Mac? Could it be Zach Wilson? I don't know which one, but I know one of them's not going to show up. I know one will struggle. And everyone says, Lawson, you're a Jets hater. No, I'm not. This is a top 5 defense. But without Breece Hall, without Elijah Vera Tucker, this offense is missing the run game, and they're missing the big pop plays. As for the Patriots, we know they're not explosive. We know they throw it underneath a ton. And if the Patriots can't pound the ball, there's not an awful lot they do on offense. I think this game has under written all over it. I will be betting it. Give me the under in the 38.5 in the Jets Patriots. Next game, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Indianapolis Colts, over, under, 44. I'm going over here. And this is against fundamentals because we've been saying the Colts defense is underrated this whole year. And I truly believe that. I truly believe they're a top 7 defense. But I'm going over. I think the Colts will be able to do something on offense. This Eagles run D has been struggling the last 3 or 4 weeks. Ever since the Texans ran on them, it seems like that's the new game plan. That's the new zeitgeist to take them down. I think the Colts are able to run it here. Saturday added a little bit of verb and magic. On the other side of the ball, listen, this hurts a lot of Eagles offense. You're not going to keep this man down for too long. I think the Eagles get to 27, maybe even 30 in this game. That's why I absolutely love the over. If the Colts were just a little bit more consistent, if I trusted Matt Ryan a little bit more, this over 44 would be a money pick. But as of right now, go over the 44, no money pick. Next game, we're going to Texas. We got the Washington no-names at the Houston Texans, over, under, 40.5. Borderline money pick. I'm going under. This Texans offense, they've actually been moving the ball well. I mean, they moved that ball well enough to upset the Giants last week. But the red zone offense is absolutely horrific. Davis, Dougie Mills, whatever you want to call him, just isn't playing good ball right now. That's the big reason why I'm going under. And when you look at this Commanders defense, they're really good at getting the run fits. They're really good at stopping the run. I can't see this Texans offensive line moving Allen, moving Deron Payne. That's the big thesis of this game, why I'm going under. On the other side of the ball, I know everyone's excited about Heineke, and I think the kid deserved the start. But listen, this Washington team, they're not a type of team that can put 3-4 good drives in a row. They need explosive plays. They need crazy shit to happen, and I think they'll have 2 or 3 good drives, but I can't see them being consistent this whole game. Texans sit back in the zone. They don't give Terry the big plays. I'm going under the 40.5. Next game, we got the Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell, at the New York Giants. Over, under 45. I'm going over. When you say Lions, I say over. And it's been that way the whole year. Last week on Patreon, we hit the Bears-Lions over. I'm not as confident about this one, but I believe it goes there. I'm just worried about the Lions not showing up because they have a tendency not to show up in road games. Like, look at the Patriots game. There was another game this year that I'm blanking on where they just didn't even get off the bus on offense. But I think the Lions will move this ball. And on the other side, this Lions defense, even though they've been a little bit better the last 3 weeks, you can still run on them. I mean, if you're struggling stopping the run, I don't want to see Daboll. I don't want to see read option with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. I think the Giants run the rock good here. I don't think they're going for like over 200 like some people are saying. This is going to be up and down, and I think Detroit keeps this close. And when you get close games, they tend to push towards over. Give me the over 45. Next game, Thursday Night Football. We got the Tennessee Titans at the Green Bay Packers. Over, under 41. I'm going under, but there isn't a lot of science here. I mean, Titans' whole defense is pretty much out against Denver, and they don't look much healthier. I just don't trust this Packers offense, and I also don't trust Tannehill and this Titans offense. I mean, there should be run lanes open for the Titans, but I'm going under the 41. Thursday night games have been absolutely dreadful this year. It would fit in the script. Give me the under 41. Next game, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Baltimore Ravens. Over, under 41.5. Money, money, money. Money, I'm going under, and I'm going to probably be going under on all Panthers games for the rest of the year. 2 big reasons. They play really good defense, and they get terrible quarterback play. No Walker this game. He seemed to has been the spark that this Panthers offense needed. Now we get Baker, and I don't like this matchup. I feel like this Ravens defense is getting better every single week. They're feeling more in flow in their system, and this Ravens offense, no Mark Andrews again, it looks like. I think the Ravens offense will move the ball, but I don't think this is going to be a game like when the Panthers defense completely caved and laid down to the Bengals offense. I think both defenses play competitive. That's why I absolutely love the under in this. Make it a money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. The best gambling show on the internet. Share them videos. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the New Orleans Saints. Over, under 39. I'm going over here, but you should not be betting this one. No Cooper Kupp for the Rams. It looks like you're going to get Stafford. My line of reasoning behind this is I think this is a close 4-quarter game. I think this game is decided in the 4th quarter. I don't think the Saints win this game easy, like some people are saying. And the Saints offense hasn't been anything special, but also this Rams defense hasn't been anything special. I'm going over, not a lot of science. Next game, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Buffalo Bills. Over, under 41.5. Money, money, money. Money. Listen closely. Over here. I'm going over. I'm going against the grain. And being from upstate New York my whole life, I've seen my share of snow games. And to contrary belief, they tend to go over. and one team comes in prepared with the right cleats, with the right shoe gear, and they're able to absolutely destroy the team that isn't prepared on defense. Listen, you can run routes in snow. Snow games actually favor the offense. Now, if you let the snow intimidate you, if you let it get in your head, then yes, you will struggle. But look at the snow games. There's lots of snow games. Last time the Bills played Colts was in a situation like this a few years back. I remember the Patriots hung up almost damn near 50 points on a Vince Young Tennessee Titans team in the snow. I'm not afraid of the snow here. I think it favors the offense, and I think this Bills offense comes ready to play. If they move the game, then that's a different story. If they move the game, this is going to push up to like 48.5. But at 41.5, I feel like this is a steal. And then you got a Browns team that can run the ball, and you got a Bills defense that, listen, they're really, really injured on the back end. And I told you guys what would happen last week with the Browns against Miami, but I think Cleveland will play better on offense. I think the Bills will play damn good on offense this game. Give me the over 41.5. Make it a damn money pick. Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. Over under 41.5. I'm going over. I think this is a close game, and I know betting over in anything associated with the Denver Broncos is a huge mistake, but this Raiders defense can't play ball, and Chandler Jones hasn't showed up the whole year, and this Broncos defense is damn good, but I just think both teams get to the 20s. Like, I see like a 24-20 game. I see that type of game. That's why I'm going over. Please don't bet this game on any avenue, whether it be spread, total, over, under, or first half. Please do not bet this game. I'm pleading with you guys. Next game, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Dallas Cowboys. Them boys, over, under 47.5. I'm going under here. And I'm sure a lot of the money will be splashed on over. And listen, I get it. The Vikings defense has their issues, and this Vikings offense seems to start games really strong and finish games really strong in the fourth quarter. But I think we're going to see a lot of Dalvin Cook this game. I think you're going to, we're not going to see the Vikings running it a lot like the Packers, but the best way to minimize a pass rush as lethal as the Cowboys is to run it down their throat. So I don't think we're going to see Kirk throw it 40 or 50 times. I don't think we're going to see the big chunk plays from either team. And this Vikings defense, they do have their weaknesses, but one thing they're pretty good at is getting in their run fits and stopping that run. If you want to beat and exploit this Vikings defense, you got to get in 3-4 wide receiver sets, and you have to really throw it, and you have to make a living out of throwing it, especially at their slot. I just don't see the Cowboys doing that. Outside of CD Lamb, who do they have at the receiver position that can eat? I absolutely love this under 47.5. I wouldn't be surprised if bettors push it up to 48, maybe even 49 before the lines close. I love this under a 47.5. It's going to be a close game in the fourth quarter. I know you risk some danger there when you're going under, but I still like it. And then we also have to get into our mind that this is going to be a playoff type atmosphere. I think both of these teams will churn up, extra gritty for this game. I'm going under the 47.5. Next game, we're going to the AFC North. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Over, under 41. I'm going under. Listen, I'm not bought in on the Steelers offense, and I know everyone likes Pickett. I know the kid gives good vibes. I just don't like Matt Canada. I don't like this offensive line, and I think the Bengals defense, they're going to get into playoff mode, and I think they're going to start playing better as the year goes on. It seems like they have churned that corner as a defensive unit. And listen, we know Tomlin has the antidote for Joe Burrow, and we know Watt's back. I think that plays a factor. I don't think the Bengals struggle on offense, but without Jamar Chase, I do think we will see some limitations with them. I do think we will see more underneath stuff, which obviously would help the Steelers because they love to sit in zone defense. I'm going under the 41, kind of like the same analysis about the Vikings-Cowboys game. I think this game is going to be gritty. I know 41 is really low for any game the Bengals are involved in. I think the Bengals get to the 20s. I just don't see the Pittsburgh Steelers getting past 17 with Kenny Pickett in that offensive line. Next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Chargers, over under 49.5. Money, money, money. Money. I'm going over. And I understand. We're both not crazy about this Chargers offense. Can they be a dance partner? It looks like Mike Williams or Keenan Allen will be back. If one of these guys plays, I think we're going to see a renaissance from the Chargers offense. I think we're going to see Herbert play pretty good in this game. I think this is going to be a really, really close game. I didn't like how it opened +7 for the Chargers. I really like the Chargers to keep this game close. And I'm looking at the Chiefs, and I understand that their offense isn't as dynamic as it was before, but one thing we can't say about this Chiefs offense, we can't say they're not consistent. This is an extremely consistent unit. They're going to get to their 27. They could even get to 30 in this game, but I think the Chargers are going to be marching right along. I don't think Herbert is going to sit in the corner and let Mahomes do the dance, and I think he gets up and does a little salsa with him, and this is going to push towards over. I absolutely love it. I think both defenses... Listen, this Chiefs defense is decent. This Chargers defense should be way better. And I understand the Derwin James versus Kelsey matchup, but I see a lot of holes in both of these defenses. Wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs run it really well with Pacheco. I'm going over the 50, make it a money pick. Next game, we're going to Mexico. We got the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals, over, under 43.5. I'm going over. Listen, it looks like we're getting Colt McCoy, right? I'm going to just pick this game as Colt McCoy is playing. I'm going to go over, and I do think there's a big drop-off between Colt McCoy and Kyler Murray. But I don't think it's as drastic as people are saying. And I think the Cards, they can come up with their 17 points this game. Hell, they could maybe even scratch to 20. But the reason why I'm going over is I think the San Fran offense gets going. They were really disappointing last week against the Chargers. They really should have covered that spread. Shanahan got really conservative in a lot of 4th and 1, 4th and inches situations that I just didn't understand, especially when the offensive line was winning battles. But I think this is the week the Cardinals defense completely caves. And one thing that is encouraging if you're a 49ers fan, Jimmy G is starting to look in rhythm. I'm not saying Jimmy G's great. I'm not saying he's bringing the 49ers to the Super Bowl, but he is starting to play good football, and he kind of saved their ass against the Chargers. I'm going over the 43.5, and I really like it. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. The best gambling show on the internet, live call-in show, Friday, 4:30 Eastern time. Let's get this money.